7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Absolutely. Another trend that we're finding at the moment, Chris, is for lifestyle products. The lifestyle products would tend to be audio related. So that could be speakers. So we've got this little guy here, which is pretty cute, which is a new little kind of wheat straw Bluetooth speaker in the shape of a little Superboy here, which is brand new. And then we've got the very popular little kind of travel speaker, the Yo-Yo, which again is made from the sustainable shell. And we've always found that the mix between kind of power related products, so power banks and cables, and audio is nearly a sort of, it's slightly 60-40 towards power. But certainly this time of the year, we see people starting to think about little gifts and little rewards that they can give to their staff or their customers when they're starting to think about traveling away for some holidays, although that's obviously a little bit uncertain at the moment. But this is a time of the year where we sort of see a move towards speakers, which can either be kind of small kind of travel speakers, or they can be branded speakers from brands such as Fresh and Rebel, from Sony, from Blaupunkt, where you can get waterproofing into the speaker, making it a nice item to take to the beach. And that makes for a very nice lifestyle reward gift for somebody to add a brand to, and then to give to a customer or a member of the team to take away with them in the summer. So that's certainly something that now the sun's starting to come out, we're seeing a big uplift in terms of number of inquiries for Bluetooth speakers and a more lifestyle type gift.
Yeah, and the products. I really like your Superboy. I want to get a sample of that as well, Matt. I think he's very fun. I think that's exactly the kind of product people want, like you say, to demonstrate a bit of character and personality.
Yeah, exactly. The other thing which, if you are looking for with the sunshine coming out, which is quite funky, is the perfect gift, which is a little umbrella for your phone. So this one you simply attach to your phone, and then so when you're sitting in the sun and you're checking your Instagram page, you can keep your phone shaded from the sunshine. Now with good branding area on the top. This is a sort of fun product that will make your customers smile, and when they're working from home in the garden, a fun item that we've got in stock now, we can turn around for you very, very fast.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you, I can do one of those on my gin and tonic as well, let alone my phone.
I think we still are seeing a large, we are still seeing demand for cables. So sustainable cables are, let's say, the bread and butter of our sort of promotional technology range. And here we've got the sort of the famous kind of Mr. Buyer, which is now our award-winning product from last year. Won a number of industry awards, including Best Sustainable Product. And now we've got this little guy in two stars. We've got the wheat straw version and the fully biodegradable shell version. Both have got recyclable material on the legs, and both feature a double-sided 4-color print area. So this is still very much the mainstay of what people are looking for if they're looking for a charging cable which has the sustainable features. And just to give you, of course, a quick update on the USBC story, which is this little plug here. So this is the latest in terms of connectivity. Most appliances are now using, and gadgets are now moving to the USB-C and away from the USB-A. So that's one of the key selling features of this little guy, is the fact that no matter whether you plug it into your laptop or into your USB-C power bank or USB-C laptop or Mac, you can then charge your phone or your tablet via the different connecting cables. So that's the way we tend to engineer our products, Chris, is that they have a sustainable message, but they also have, let's say, the future tech on them, so that they are the latest for your customers, so that they aren't going to be disadvantaged and they're going to be able to charge their phone or tablet from any power source. Particularly as Macs now have all now mainly moved to USB-C ports as opposed to the older style USB-A. So when we're developing products, that's one of the things we're always looking for. We're looking for style, we're looking for sustainability, and we're looking for the latest technology. And that's why over the last kind of 20 years or so, we've been, obviously partnering up with yourself in terms of working on that sort of products.
Yeah, trying to keep the longevity of the product and the brand in people's hands is key to the success of any campaign. So it's essential for us both.
Yeah, so, absolutely. So we touched on earlier at the beginning in terms of trends at the moment. Now things like USBC hubs have now seen a large upturn. Something like this is quite nice because you've got multiple USBC hub ports in here, but you've also got, very importantly, an HDMI socket. So this is a nice item to have at home because you can basically plug in your second screen into your laptop and connect, and then you can simply engrave a logo onto here. So USBC hubs, we've seen a big increase in terms of the whole working from home concept. And then we've got this little kind of promo one here with a nice 4-color print area, and then you can engrave your logo, which lights up. So USBC hubs and connectivity is a big area at the moment, particularly with most people working from home right now. And in quite a lot of companies, it'll be the future. People will, be not returning necessarily to their offices for quite some months to come.
Yeah, certainly. I think I struggled at home with the different connection points, trying to run so many different things at one time. It was definitely something more so than other things that you would think. For me, it was something that I really struggle with. 2 screens, 2 machines, being able to flick from one to the other. So for me, that is a really helpful product, and certainly something we'll try and promote in the months to come.
Cool. We touched on it a little bit earlier, but just to give you a kind of update on, we're all quite familiar with sort of the concept of Apple AirPods now, but we now are featuring a number of different versions of this. So these are from a brand that we work with called House of Marley. So House of Marley is the leading retail brand in sustainability. So everything about their products is made from recyclable materials. And these types of earbuds have become very popular on the market. They're referred to as TWS earbuds, or true wireless stereo earbuds. And what that basically means is that you connect your phone to one of the earbuds, that automatically connects to the other one, so that you can then use them when you're on a video call or if you're listening to music. They have built-in microphone. So you can basically get yourself completely either online listening to your music, or taking a video call, something like we're doing now. And these come in, from the sort of upmarket type of product like this one, right down to sort of lower cost promo style. And that's something that we've seen this year has been a big increase in terms of popularity for TWS earbuds because they're very lightweight. They're not as sort of bulky to wear as some headphones sometimes. So ideal for when you want to just quickly make a quick phone call, walk around the house if you're working from home, try and avoid the kids. So that's something that I would say is very much kind of the fashionable product of the moment. And the price points on those can be from as little as sort of £15 up to as much as you want to spend from brands such as Sony, House of Marley, and of course you go up to Apple and AirPods. So,
question for you on that. Obviously, historically, when things came out, the stability of the connection was always the challenge. The lower cost you went, having that stable connection and the sound quality consistently. Whereabouts do you think a brand should look? Because at the end of the day, you, as a brand, my personal opinion is actually it's about giving something quality that reflects your brand. So where would you say is the right price position? Obviously, there's a price for everything, but where do you think brands should position themselves at that? Do you think House of Marley, or would you go even higher, or what's your normal thought process?
I think certainly we've seen over the last 2 years, we've seen the quality has increased at the lower price points on these types of products. When we started selling these TWS earbuds about 2 years ago, we were only really happy with a price point in the middle bracket, so it would be somewhere around about £30 upwards to your customers. Now we're seeing that the quality has increased considerably at the lower price point. So I would say somewhere around about the sort of £20 upwards is going to get you a basic but good quality set of promotional TWS earbuds. Below that, we wouldn't touch below that, because you're right, the connectivity is still not so good at the lower price points. And indeed, I've seen quite a lot of kind of Apple cheap kind of sort of copies, if you like, of AirPods, as little as sort of £10 a pair. And that's not the sort of product that we would sell, because we find that customers just come back and complain, and we have a sort of zero policy on complaints. We choose our products so that we don't get customer complaints, and the product sits in the middle sort of price point in terms of quality and upwards. And that way, your customers then know that they're going to give a product which has their brand correctly replicated on the product, and that when they give that to their customer, they'll be happy and satisfied with the product. They'll have a positive image of that customer's brand for the longer term, and that's what we're here to deliver for your customers.
Yeah, and that's part of our selection process, and why you and I have worked so well together historically and had such a long relationship, is that you would give sound advice to us and sound guidance to say, actually, that isn't right. It might look right, but you know what? For the sake of a few extra marketing dollars or pounds to put into a product, this is the right product for the brand long term. And that's, that is actually Cybergroup's ethos, is that many of our clients we've had 13, 14, 15 years plus. And we get that because we work with trusted partners, and that is what the relationships we have are all about. So we appreciate that input from you to say, stay away from this. Actually, you want to position yourself, this is the right product.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I think the product has two areas to what you've just described. It has the product quality and the reliability, but of course it has the compliance and the ethical side of the supply chain that it's sourced from. That's something that we pride ourselves in also, as you know, is that we only work with supply partners in Asia, where we carry out audits to make sure that the people are looked after correctly, that the product meets all the relevant safety and EU compliance regulations. And sometimes that actually means we have to turn orders away, sadly, because a customer will ask us to source a particular product, even maybe on a high quantity. And then when our large team in China contact the factories and find out about the ethical and the social side and the auditing side of the factory, we actually find that actually that's not a factory that we can deal with, because they're either not complying with local regulations on working conditions, on wages, etc. And sometimes that, as a salesperson, that's quite hard, because you actually have to walk away from a large order because the social conditions of the factory that makes the product is not it doesn't fit our company ethos. So that's, I think, one of the other reasons why you can have your customers can feel very secure about buying products from Cybergroup and from yourself, because the products that we supply you only come from trusted supply partners, where they are looking after their people in the right way. And of course, the product meets 100% all of the very latest regulations. And for a technology product, that's quite stringent, because there are a number of different tests which change. Some of them change even 2 or 3 times a year in terms of the requirements. And we have both a product team in our office in Shenzhen, as well as independent consultants that we use that keep constantly checking and going over the latest requirements of both the product, and our team of auditors who are constantly visiting the factories, working with them to ensure that the standards are right, so that we can supply you the right products. So product compliance as well as product quality is the two sides of the coin, and you have to get both right to make sure that you've got a product that delivers for your customers.
Absolutely. And that's why you and I have had very few returns in our 15-year history of working together. So thank you very much for that. And I totally agree that actually sometimes turning an order away is incredibly painful, but the theory goes, if it looks too good to be true, it can be. So sometimes you have to make sure that the due diligence and ensuring that what we all put our names to is absolutely correct. So again, thank you, and thank you for the team at Desktop and the broader team in the Asia offices to say thank you for all their diligence in making sure that what we do deliver is absolutely right.
Very welcome, Chris.
Anyway, thank you for your time today, Matt. I really appreciate it. Hopefully it won't be too much longer and we can get ourselves out on a golf course and have some face-to-face meetings. I think that's the best meetings, certainly our favourite meetings, but it would be lovely to see you. But really appreciate you giving up the time today to have this all and your insights into some of the latest product trends. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.
No problem at all, Chris. Very welcome.
Take care.